is Wade, and you are watching Wade World. In case you've been wondering why there hasn't been a lot of activity, it's because of this. We upgraded. The study was great, but the studio is greater. Today we're going to talk about what's the point behind trolling. This might seem a little off-brand because of the serious stuff that we usually talk about, but it's not actually. For those of you who don't know what trolling is anything that confuses your opponent into being unsure whether you are on their side or not. And the genius behind it is that you could genuinely be on their side or not. Now, trolling in itself, not really special, but the examples that you see require something that we have talked about a lot, and that is a higher IQ than normal. You can mimic trolling if you're not very intelligent, sure, but you cannot generate it off the cuff. You can't generate it on the fly. Number one. Number two, there is a danger of it being negatively perceived unless you genuinely mean it in a humorous way. For example, a negative version of trolling, a very light version of it would be sarcasm. And sarcasm is something that, again, by its very nature, doesn't require a lot of intelligence. It is quite irritating. And again, there is no ambiguity there. So with sarcasm, the person that you're being sarcastic to, most of them can pick it up very easily, and that makes you just a dislikable person. And if you meet the wrong person who you're sarcastic to, well, you get punched in the face, and that itself is not exactly something that you like to do or experience, right? And that shuts up sarcastic people very quickly. So on the one hand, we can also see the difference between trolling, which is a higher IQ requirement, versus sarcasm, which is a lower IQ requirement, and the difference in perception as well as the difference in reaction it gets from people. At the end of the day, this is a short update while we get back to talking about the future of this progress, this journey. But at the end of the day, again, it circles back to the difference between, the very visible difference between a higher IQ person and a lower IQ person. And you can go blue in the face shouting that IQ isn't real, but here's the harsh reality of the world. Most of you are educated to be smart enough to be utterly stupid. If you missed that, let me reiterate. Most of you are educated to just be smart enough to be utterly stupid. That means the education system isn't meant to educate you, it's meant to train you in whatever way you'll be most useful to those who rule over you. Now you can pretend you choose your rulers by democracy, but you don't elect the bureaucrats, you don't elect the government people who are in government for 60, 70 years, you just don't. So the people you elect, they come and go. but the people in power remain the same. Also the people you elect. What will you do if they break a promise to you? Cry about it? Bleed about it? Wait to vote them out and give them X amount of years to just do whatever the hell they want? See, that is a system that trains and educates you. Now, if your rulers care about you, they educate you to have a productive life for them and a productive life for you. If they dislike you, they educate you in all sorts of nonsense, which we are seeing these days. And this fact that they educate most of you just enough to be utterly stupid is an unfortunate reality, because the truly intelligent and gifted, not just high IQ, but high IQ combined with wisdom, which is much rarer, they see through this facade very quickly. Even as a child, and if not as a child, then definitely as a teenager and an adult. Most of you are pretty left when you're young, and if you get children, this is the difference. Childless people are always left because they have no stake in the future, but children, your children, make you more conservative as you grow up. So if you grow old and you become conservative, big whoop, nothing special about you and everybody else. But you already did the damage when you were younger. You expended your energy, your resources, your mind, your emotions in support of something that hates you. That is unnatural. So if you're conservative when you're 60, great man, you spent 60 years becoming liberal. 20 years of conservatism is not enough to save you. So there's that. And again, high IQ is useless without wisdom. There are plenty of scientists out there who can define quantum physics and fluid mechanics and all that. Great. With zero common sense. That is why scientists don't rule the world. And those who do are high IQ and wise. Whether they use this high IQ to help you or harm you is irrelevant to their IQ and their wisdom. So anyway, we started off with trolling and we got a little deep. But until next time, remember, they educate you just enough for you to be smart enough to be utterly stupid. And until next time, keep it cool, keep it smart, and enjoy.